Diabetes is not just a medical condition. For millions around the world, it is a daily journey filled with blood tests, diet control, fear of complications, and a constant question: am I doing enough? For decades, insulin has been the lifeline, a powerful therapy that has saved uncountable lives. But here in 2025, the medical world is witnessing a revolution. New treatments are emerging, smarter devices are reducing the burden on patients, and alternatives that were once experimental are becoming real options. The big question now is, where does insulin stand compared to these breakthrough treatments? Which is truly better in 2025? To answer this, we must first understand insulin's role. Insulin is a hormone that helps move sugar from the blood into the body's cells. For people with type 1 diabetes, their pancreas no longer produces insulin, making daily insulin therapy essential. For type 2 diabetics, insulin may be needed when the body becomes resistant to its own production or when other medicines fail. Insulin works. It is proven, reliable, and life-saving. But despite its importance, insulin therapy is often challenging. Patients may struggle with daily injections, fear of hypoglycemia, fluctuating sugar levels, weight gain, cost issues, and emotional exhaustion from constant monitoring. Insulin is a necessity for many, but not always a convenient one. Now let us look at the new players entering the stage in 2025. One of the most widely adopted alternatives in recent years has been GLP-1 receptor agonists. These drugs, such as semaglutide-based therapies, have gained popularity for their ability to help the body release more insulin naturally, reduce appetite, and even promote weight loss. Many type 2 diabetics have reported better glucose control with fewer highs and lows. In addition, drugs belonging to the SGLT2 inhibitor category work by helping the kidneys remove excess sugar through urine. These two drug classes are becoming powerful competitors to insulin, especially for type 2 patients who are looking for easier, less invasive options with additional health benefits, such as cardiovascular protection and weight management. Then there is smart insulin, or glucose-responsive insulin, still evolving, but increasingly promising. It is designed to release insulin only when blood sugar rises, reducing the risk of hypoglycemia. This could significantly reduce the mental burden of diabetes management. In 2025, several trials are reporting encouraging outcomes, suggesting that the future of insulin may become more intelligent and automated. Another remarkable breakthrough is the artificial pancreas, also known as a closed-loop insulin delivery system. It combines continuous glucose monitoring with automated insulin delivery, essentially mimicking the function of a healthy pancreas. This system can adjust insulin levels in real time without constant patient input. Many individuals with type 1 diabetes using this technology report improved quality of life, more stable sugar levels, and reduced stress. It is not a replacement for insulin, but rather a smarter way of delivering it. Now, perhaps one of the most exciting developments is stem cell therapy. In some trials, scientists have successfully used stem cells to create insulin-producing beta cells, offering hope of restoring natural insulin production. While still expensive and not yet widely available, this treatment may eventually reduce or eliminate the need for lifelong insulin injections. By 2025, more patients are entering clinical programs, and the idea of a functional biological cure seems closer than ever. Gene therapy is also emerging as a potential future option. The goal is to modify genes responsible for insulin production or resistance, addressing the root cause rather than simply managing the symptoms. While still in early stages, gene therapy represents one of the most revolutionary possibilities in diabetes care for the coming years. So, how do insulin and these new treatments compare in terms of effectiveness, convenience, cost, and future potential? Insulin remains the most necessary treatment for type 1 diabetes and still plays a key role for type 2 patients with advanced insulin resistance. It is effective, fast-acting, and can be fully customized based on the body's needs. However, it comes with daily effort, cost variations depending on regions, weight gain risks, and the constant fear of low blood sugar. On the other hand, GLP-1 and SGLT2 drugs offer major advantages for many type 2 diabetics, especially those who are overweight or at risk of heart disease. They reduce glucose without the same hypoglycemia risk and can improve overall health, but they may not fully replace insulin for all patients, especially those with very high sugar levels or long-standing diabetes. The artificial pancreas is not truly replacing insulin but making its use far more manageable. It allows people with type 1 diabetes to live with fewer worries and less manual control. Still, accessibility and costs remain challenges, especially in lower-income countries. Stem cell therapy and gene therapy promise a future where the body might be healed rather than managed. But as of 2025, they remain limited to clinical environments, with uncertain long-term outcomes and high financial barriers. For many patients, the question is not whether insulin or new treatments are better, but which one fits their stage, type of diabetes, financial capacity, and lifestyle goals. In 2025, diabetes treatment is becoming more personalized than ever, rather than one universal solution. Patients and doctors now choose from multiple pathways: insulin for immediate control, GLP-1 and SGLT2 medications for lifestyle-friendly management, artificial pancreas systems for automation, and emerging therapies for future cure possibilities. So, which is best? The truth is, insulin remains irreplaceable for millions today, but new treatments are reshaping the experience, making diabetes management more flexible, less painful, and more hopeful. For type 2 diabetics, in the earlier middle stage, these newer therapies may be more effective and easier than insulin. For type 1 diabetics, insulin will continue to be vital, but with devices like artificial pancreas systems, it is becoming less of a burden. And for those looking into the long-term future, stem cell and gene-based therapies may offer an entirely new chapter. The journey with diabetes in 2025 is no longer only about survival. It is about choosing the best path for a better quality of life. Insulin remains the foundation, while new treatments are becoming powerful pillars supporting a future where diabetes is not feared but managed with confidence and hope. The most important step is working with healthcare professionals, staying informed, and being open to new options as they become available. Diabetes management is evolving, and today, patients have more power than ever before. Whether one chooses insulin or embraces newer alternatives, the goal is the same: living longer, healthier, and happier. In this new era of innovation, the fight against diabetes is no longer just about controlling sugar. It is about reclaiming life.